just limited to the Americans? Did it or did it not extend to some country or countries in the Middle East?
For akwoman jam fakatafuta bankuduma wala bankoluma minube arabu latundo kange kafuda me Middle East.
It could be. But like I said, to be honest with you, my interaction with that unit is limited. I'm sure there are people still serving who serve in that unit pretty well. Thanks for that information. If the commissioners are interested in looking a little more detail into this, we would try to find the appropriate witnesses and call them. So then let's move on. Let's move on the issues. So now let's come to 2006.
2006.
March.
March correct.
22nd or 21st.
March correct the morning killing.
You were in your office. What happened? Okay, prior to 21st, when this issue or this matter of an abortive coup was still cooking, I was at the counter-espionage unit. So, on the whole, there was an informant. And then contacted one of our officers, Bamba Mane. He's late, may Allah have mercy on his soul. And then this informer told him about a planned coup that's going on. And then when Bamba received this information, he was very close to Captain Lamin Sen. He was the director of strategic planning. So when they heard it, I think there was a little push as to who is this source of yours. Reveal it. No, I will not reveal it because you never know. But finally, they met the source and he explained everything in detail. And I think Sen transmitted the message to the late Daba. May Allah have mercy on his soul too. At this stage, what position did Daba hold? Daba was Director General. And then the sensitive nature of it, I believe again, tactical mistakes or strategic mistakes always happen in this field. Kibar solarim baleti adun filolu kakele membo kolu lanya ni kolu sambanya filoluti nalo wol kata ko nyin ko. So Daba informed the counter-terrorism unit. Gabana ta kibaru di bunda la ekafo bunda me counter-terrorism unit wala mu kijate lan tambila no masata bundati. And tasked the head of that unit. Anatani saso di doku bunda nyato kola. One Balajo. Balajo. And then they were handling it at their level. Then Sen and Daba were communicating about the same issue. I think Daba was trying to ascertain the credibility. Then he decided to contact one of the state guard personnel.
to tumolong anata nyimira purka dia mansala kantarla do kula lo killing kono ikavole state guards.
I think it was Tumbul.
Juma ngamira ikafamari ne Tumbulu alama nemo kala
Tamba.
Tumbulu Tamba.
While they were at Mauritania on a visit.
Utumo itata kumbaboro la Mauritania kumbaboro la je.
So when Tumbul got the information and then double communicating back to Sen, and it was absolutely clear that the sources are from the military and they are the purported members.
Birin dabayo fo Tumbule adu bitun dabanin Tumbul benyo moy ka inataje ko sojaro la kulo nyenti andu wala mkuti ne yalon ko abe keri ni wotumo.
So he's absolutely sure that yes, this is credible.
Agatala nyina ko he to nyala nyimu kuso to wolti.
Then this is how he instructed the then director of intelligence for the first time, informing him, which is who was Singate.
Utumolem sinya follow ay kibaro di mola me yalon ko wolem kullo din karno bu kisi bundati ka fa utumo Singate.
And when Singate received the information,
bri Singate o kibaro soto.
This was the 20th.
Abenda karoti limo wala fe.
20th or the 21st, I'm not sure. Singate did the right thing by calling the unit heads, especially my unit, counter intelligence. And
so when you said earlier that when Daba received the information, he briefed counterintelligence.
No. Maybe I made a mistake there.
Could you take that again?
Yes, what I mean is when Daba received the information from Sen, the first person and the unit he briefed to handle the matter and look into it was the counterterrorism.
Counterterrorism. Yes. My mistake.
Yes.
That was Balajos.
Yes. So then when he briefed us that day, it was around 2-3. And we were all kind of shocked, like I said, the NIA was not collecting. We were supposed to be collecting these things well before, but like I said, the distractions were too much. Like I said earlier, we couldn't. So when we received it, we were all shocked, and then we said, okay.
Ndolubirina kibaro ni soto akirende kijatol tikatu kumafuko kujamalle bekeka mulu kan ko dindi do ko do Kenya la bari bitumbirina kibaro soto akitanyo kijatol tibutu dumo nteko.
So we said, what do we do from here? Then we said, okay, the DG, he said DG is aware.
Nko to silan telinyenta munekela nko ha bitunda wairi silan DG fango bota kalama.
He said DG has briefed the president.
DG kachata president wenne.
And I think arrangements are on the way to round them up. But I said, then what do we do at our level? He said, just be vigilant and then make sure you are all out on patrols to pay attention to everything.
Nkosila woton telbu nyanta munekela ya maro mendin to lawle nyinti mbeye ke krosir la luti nan hakilo tu na molu bula menu bitarla banta ka murumurun ka jube roke pour ko kamma.
So that day I was at home, I went home.
And
then as I was driving in the evening, and then information came that there was they had a shot at the State House, a gunshot.
The State House.
And then when I received the information, I said, it is what they have briefed us, I think it's coming into fruition. Then I quickly rushed. I contacted a colleague of mine, Ibrahim Fay. And then we all were trying to drive towards Banjul. Just to have a first-hand knowledge and idea of what is happening. And as we were driving, we could see that it seems like the traffic going to Banjul were the only people driving on it.
butu na korosiro fonoto na wayrin telementele mbita kambanjul la ketako menu bebe moto burindo la be tilinje lalla
whilst the other lane is jam packed.
Yo silado menka funti banjulu woto be sorondi moto be siarinje.
So we drove carefully.
Butu moto burindo ke do nando ma.
Went through Banjul, divert Independence, go around the market just to see how things, but it was like the streets are empty.
Bitu tumole mnasilota kata Independence Drive kata Marseille ma fangola but dula bebe senari.
I remember calling Serigne Modou at that juncture at some point.
Hakilo baka wati soto state guards la nyaton ko Serigne Modou na komandi.
Serigne Modou what? Is it you? I'm not sure. Serigne Modou Njai, yes.
Serigne Modou Njai.
And he was sounding tense and busy and said, yes, everything is under control. We are preparing to go out. And then he couldn't even talk long and then hang up.
Katu mole mutumo amunta ko abedete ring ko be siaringa bulu wabe hawjaring barbitu nala diamo fo manna jamfa akonyen ko ha ko be ben kotole ko be maradinne in tembe fontel parete le pour ka funti.
When I heard that, we quickly brushed by the headquarters and get out.
Yo bitu sila mutako wati sutuna dundu ko bulla ko ngaboje ngata.
We later heard that the president is coming back home with the entourage. By then they said, okay, the safest place we can all meet is at the counterterrorism unit because it was based in Bijilo.
Counter-terrorism unit
Don't tell us exactly where.
Okay. So when we went there, we had a brief meeting to strategize issues since the president is coming and then this thing is going on, the soldiers are on an operation. So everything was just too tense.
Bidumbrin bentaje nka chata pour kakulu fanyo kan kakulu bonyoto fanan kakulu sindi nyoma andun fanan na lonko sojaro lubela duko ke kanne andun president fanan be sai kannan ne woto na kata na kulu tembendi nyama menni sarto lusita.
So then the president came, Daba came with him.
Bidumbrin president nata amin Daba nata nyola.
Daba came and we had a brief meeting at the counter-terrorism unit. We briefed him, and he also briefed us that the soldiers will take care of everything. In fact, in that meeting, he made us know that actually they were also prepared when they were coming. Because the Mauritanian Special Forces were on board. But they didn't disembark. So he thanked all of us and said, everything is under control. You all have done a good job. Well, the matter is under control, so we dispersed.
Anatal numbara ayenjai ay makendo lufonyo kusilan ko tembo mento na kulu be londile atembeta na kulu be marale ala barkabaka law kataku kendo kan bitum janjanta.
Did he express any worries about how the president may have felt?
Of course, he expressed some worries simply because he felt betrayed.
Bitung anatala deunda itandile president la deunda ko ato president la karola nyine itandiko amunta yate jamfale
because he said he confided with Tumbul Tamba
ko kato atafawni Tumbul Tamba dia mutale
and Tumbul didn't give him the answer, the response he was expecting.
Atejikita jabiro men na Tumbul bulu Tumbul manna fateye.
And then instead he went and briefed the president. When
he
called Daba, he accosted him.
Very angry
with him that why didn't you tell me?
Daba
told him that this is an information. I'm trying not to give you something that is not credible. I'm trying to ascertain the facts.
Daba kainia jemma foye manya ngakuma soto balo foye bari fonga kata hanu fo ngakuma koyo soto lata menna utumole lafta na ala kanadi amuye.
Told him this is why I was going to come to you, but I was trying to get the details.
Daba kai mpareta lumpurka nete kan bari jan nimmine te kan lafta ngakuma koyo soto mbina menna tilete.
So the president snubbed him, or he said, I think he snubbed him throughout.
So you
could see Daba, unfortunately, he looks worried. So we dispersed, we said to ourselves, as this thing is going on, I'm and Parfai, myself and Ibrahim Fai said, let's quickly go back to Banjul, and then from there, you know, I'm tired, we can all go home since these people, since they said the military is handling the operation.
Between okay, nata Banjul, nata je kolu jube, halim malo je barbitun, nimbota jensi sayi, nata sonu kono katu, tumuntul fanal batata le utumo.
So I went to Banjul, the headquarters, I prayed Isha prayer.
Ntata Banjul, korda Banjul, tonga safo salije.
And as soon as I'm ready, as I got up trying to go to my vehicle to go home, then the gate opened. And I saw soldiers. Laji Martin, I could remember, Kor and Bunjadabo, the arrested Bunjadabo in cuffs.
Hakilo menjolo Alaji Martin anin Kor anin Bunjadabo bari Bunjadabo utumo yo buloni chen.
So he told me, why is everybody?
Utumo la kwenye mobile.
And I told him there was no one here, everybody's gone, I'm the only one.
Nka mobile janjang tal dente dambane tutajang.
He said, well, the president says, you people should start let me bring this person, and then you people should start investigation immediately.
Utumola konyo ko president ko nyin kari nyimmo kari nati jang andu ako aliye kisikisiro damu takabrin sayin.
I was confused because it has never been part of my plan for that day.
Akatanya hakili nyamoti katu mantala fero lukono wuluntilo.
Honestly, I don't know what to do. The only thing I could tell him, okay, take him up to the conference room, let me make some phone calls.
So I
tried Daba that night, I couldn't get hold of him. I tried Aliu, I got him. And then I explained what is happening. And then he said, okay, you stay there, let me call the others and see what is happening. I think he also made consultation, and later I was informed that there will be a panel coming from the police, and a panel will be set up. You people should start immediately.
Utumole mai modulu kumande aidolu soto anatani fanyon ko woto sai ite mbatuji bitun ngalo utumole nyimfero city puka panelo parendi wala molu ibe manno tombo nakana dolbe wala police alimbunda ko tan nakana.
So this is how I find myself in that very unfortunate circumstances. When I went upstairs, finally, in the conference room, it is a bride room. And I was able to properly look at Bunya. I realized that he's struggling with pain. Like one of his arms, I don't know which one, because he kept, mourning and then moving it around and mourning. And I asked him, what is wrong with it? He said, my hand, I think, is broken.
Utumole mwakuro siko abulo be mininding abulu kilimola andu wati akauding abulo memma akamuntane na muntanta abulo nyinga munta akauna manata fay muna be caring akonye nanyi mbulo dal ngamira akatitale.
And when I see that and the handcuff is still on him, and I told Martin, remove the handcuff, this guy is in pain and he's not going to go anywhere.
Utumole mbirina kolu krosi nko matini ali hankofo bondi nyimbuloto katu nying abedimune kono nyimman sino su ya damu ta purkana kabenje.
Did Martin remove the handcuff?
Yes, I believe he removed it.
Lata ala ko ngamira ay hankofo nyimbondile.
What do you say to the suggestion that he didn't?
I will be surprised, but it's a possibility. Because I remember telling him to remove the cuffs.
apart from this guy groaning about his hand, did you notice anything about him?
Sure, because like I said, when I saw him under the bright light, I saw that his shirt somehow is torn, and I look at him, I knew he was going through some kind of a tussle.
Bilinga korosi ngaje ko ala dundi ko fodula be fararin ngalon ko nyin adunta ku kole ko kolole.
So what kind of tussle are you talking
about? He was malhandled.
Asikene ya tilimbalia.
I think he was malhandled because that's the only explanation I can give. He will not do that to himself.
Would you therefore say it was obvious he was tortured? He was brutalized.
Yeah.
Could you answer now?
Yes, he was brutalized.
And what did you see on him which suggested to you that he was brutalized? You've told us about the broken arm.
Yes, apart from the arm that is broken. I can see the shirt is torn, sort of. So I knew there was some kind of a struggle between him and his captors. Or maybe there was no struggle, they just did it to him.
Did what to him?
What his situation, like beating him and causing that harm to him.
Apart
from the broken arm and the torn shirt, what else did you notice about him which suggested to you that he was tortured?
That's the
only thing I could see at that juncture, at a glance.
Did you see bruises, lacerations?
No, I didn't see that.
Did you see any swellings?
No, that, except the arm, he's complaining.
In your statement, this is what you said. Bunja was the first soldier brought into the NIA headquarters, escorted by Martin, Manlafikor, and others I can't remember. I would skip a little bit of what you said. Just exactly as you described. However, at first glance, I could see that Dabo was in pain and his shirt was kind of torn. I knew at that point he must have been manhandled or mishandled by his captors. This person, when he testified, he said he was beaten as he was being brought to the NIA.
That could be true. That is even true because, like I said, what I saw, nobody will do that to himself.
How soon after his arrival was he interviewed?
If I want to put a time to it, it's not too long.
1 hour, 2 hours?
Let's gauge it between an hour, maybe an hour to something like that.
So then a panel was instituted soon after their arrival. Who was present?
Well, the police started arriving. The Dembaso came. Police only had
Lamin Cham, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Would be. I believe so. I believe because he was direct to operation, I believe. I'm not.
That would be Pa Ibrahim Fai.
No, Pa Ibrahim Fai and another Fai is different. Pa Ibrahim Fai is the Fai. Is it Babukar? No, I'm not sure.
And did anybody else come from State House?
From State House, Bob.
You know, these soldiers from the State House, they come in different forms and stages.
State House, it
was Martin Malafikor.
Martin Malafikor.
And the others, I don't know them.
How about Tumbul?
Tumbul came later. Before the end of the day or the following day, but I would say he came later.
About Musa Jame?
Musa Jame, the same thing. Because
when Martin arrived with Bunja, did he alone bring Bunja?
No, he was with Malafikor. And other soldiers, I don't know. 2 or 3.
How were these soldiers dressed?
I think some of them are in blacks.
Men in black,
any headgears?
Some of them, but this is why I couldn't recognize some of them.
Martin and Kor.
So for the masked men, where did you believe they came from?
State guards.
At that stage, did you know of a name they were called with? They were called by?
Junglers.
Was this generally known to members of the panel? That these were the junglers?
Because this is a small country and we all serve in the security sector. Of course, I know every smart security personnel. What feeds you and what keeps you going is information you tap from different angles. You are curious.
Yeah, council between London Kato Bunda Jamal Lebija many alonko Fahamu and Kun many alonko Etelkatama like a balloon.
How was their appearance to you when they arrived? How was their appearance?
Very intimidating to me personally, not to talk of somebody who is helpless.
And
in a huff, if I may put it that way, in view of the short time it took to set up this panel, you all converged at the NIA headquarters to conduct an investigation. Where were the service chiefs at the time?
They came to join us that night.
To participate?
Someone came and the former IGP, what's it called? Sanko?
What was the status of Langtombong in this panel?
Well, if you want me to dilate on that a little bit, Langtombong's status in the panel, we see him as the superior officer who will direct us, guide us, and also answer to our concerns, because there were concerns. And we look up to him.
Utungaje atele moti me ya lonko atele bentulu ya marila ka kulu fenyen andum fanan untele nyalo atele kang ko atele mkulu nyaton ko te alaw palaso to wa palaso nyin kamawulu.
I mean, this was a multi-service.
You
said you looked up to him for guidance and directions.
Would
you say that de facto he was the leader of the group?
By virtue of his status, his position, and everything, yes, there couldn't be any other leader.
Ala palaso amina kobe tembada amendo to nyaton kadoti jemen sitambiatela.
Well, the NIA is part of our disciplined forces. So I would imagine that the concept of superior or command responsibility is well understood in the service. Would you say he had command or superior responsibility?
Yes.
Kafoko wairi NIA bije woto no safono atela palaso na la kanobe tembo mendo woto atela nkulu do kunton kote sebe ko ha.
He's the senior person naturally. In service seniority matters a lot.
Andong atela nyaton kote je adung between do ku bunda la karola nyaton ko la ko kuma ata je bake.
But at that point in time he was just deputy CDS.
But wotembo atela simbe sojaro la kunton ko kan.
Even though he was deputy, everybody in that room has not reached that level.
There
was the Director General of the NIA.
See, Council, I want you to just give me a little time. I want to dissect through this thing.
That's why you are here.
There are a lot of confusion to understand two factors or two parts of this whole panel. I have seen several people struggling with you. And then if you allow me, with the help of Allah, maybe I will be able to point out what has been the point of argument here.
But
its context, and do it quickly.
I will try. You see, when the panel was formed in the first day, the Director General of NIA, by then, like I said, was nowhere to be reached.
Director General member NIA Daba wotembo mo mansotongo puruka aje wala kadiyamwai.
The following day he was relieved.
And also mo lam ya fonondi do kwala.
So Director General was not there, but you have two superiors, Sonko and Langtombong.
Director General TJ, bari nyaton kafuna bije Langtombong and Sonko.
When the panel converged the first day, we had an understanding.
Said, this is a job we are tasked to do.
Let's try our level best to the best of our abilities and conduct a very good job. Nobody torture anybody here. Allow them to flow. And then let statement takers take their statements. And then, so that at the end of the day, we could compile a good report. Those who are guilty could be put in, those who are innocent, they are put away, put aside, and then when we but
Mr. Witness,
it's true, but it will get worse at some point.
You agree that he was escorted by people who were already intimidating to you, let alone to Bunja.
That is true. This is why I said, the worst.
Let's take it step by step.
Exactly. So you see, when Bunja came, what is mind-boggling? You have a gentleman who is sitting before a panel. We talked to him. I asked him the question saying that, hey, This thing has gone bad. It's unfortunate. You are sitting here standing accused of being part of a coup plot. So please, tell us, because it is not only you have co-conspirators. Just do everybody a favor, just tell us how it happened.
That's the first question asked. And he started to sing. It was unlawful.
Okay, I agree.
So, first, this man arrived in pain. He was suffering. His arm was broken. You agree?
Agree.
His torturer was sitting right there.
Agree.
He was brought in by people who were already intimidating to you. And he sat there facing about 20 odd people, correct? In an intimidating environment, correct? And he was being asked to confess a crime of treason. Correct? Those were the first questions he was asked. You confirm that? He was not read his rights.
But okay, when you're done.
He was not read his rights. He was not informed of his right not to incriminate himself. Any confession you have received as a result became unlawful. You agree with that?
And so, I will agree. But the Gambia in those days, now with all these procedural things you have to go through before you even take a confession, I can tell you then, go into mile 2. That has been jailed over the years. None of them will tell you, whether they pass through the police, the NIA, or whatever sector, will tell you these rights were read to them.
In fact, you just succeeded in telling us that it was a disaster in this country.
Disaster, yeah.
Rights of suspects were never respected.
That is a fact.
Perhaps it's a time for a break, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We will take a lunch break and come back at 2:30. Meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
If you want to receive monies from UK, Europe, USA, Canada, Switzerland, and the rest of the world, Supersonic's money transfer has got you covered. With the largest payout network in the Gambia, you can now receive your monies anywhere you are, from Kartong to Koina, with less hassle. Yes! You can receive monies from your convenient service that offers you the largest selection of payout locations in the Gambia. Services that are second to none. Visit the Google Play Store or the Apple Store today to download the Supersonics Money Transfer app and enjoy excellent money transfer services only with Supersonics. If you want to receive monies from UK, Europe, USA, now receive your monies